What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are here at Colonial Acres Disc Golf Course. We're going to start on hole 3 because today we're looking at a plastic conspiracy where we're comparing and this is, from my perspective, this is what I've thrown before. Swirly S-Line PD2. Now in steps the mold that has been a mold for much longer than this specific mold. It's just had to be slightly rebranded and sold by a different company because Discmania moved away from Innova. So now we have the Swirly S blend, not S-Line, and it's still Swirly S. This is the Conqueror. This is the old PD2 mold. And when I say it's the old PD2 mold, this is the Conqueror, and this is the new reinvented PD2. I will say that the PD2, the newer PD2 will, if anything, be a little bit straighter. It seems to be a little bit sharper here with that. When you're just rubbing your hand along it, it almost feels like there's a top ridge, but it's not necessarily a top ridge. It's just a place in the rim where it stops going up and starts going flat before going up again. And it's very, very noticeable on this Conqueror, and it's something that Innova does that makes their discs more stable with also having a lot of glide. So let's see how a Conqueror compares to a PD2, or how a old school PD2 mold compares to the new school PD2 mold. We're gonna go with the Skystone first. Again, starting on 3. Let's, it's still cold. We'll see what happens. This is 443. I don't think I can reach that far with these 2 discs, but we're gonna give it a shot. Try to punch it out there, a little bit of a flex line. Drift it off the white tree, fade back towards the basket. A little bit of a grip lock, but did the thing for sure. That is very good. It's a very controllable overstable. First time throwing one of these. This, like I said, if anything, will be a little bit more overstable, and if anything, it feels just a hair thicker, like it has just more plastic in the rim. Distance-wise, the Skystone may have gone further. Release angle-wise, I did get the Skystone a little bit more nose down and a little bit more anhyzered. We are going to keep trying to throw these on some flex lines, but at some point in time I am going to throw them both flat. We're as close to flat as I can, possibly on this next hole, just to see stability-wise and glide-wise, are they any different? They're both rated at 12 speed, 4 glide, 0 turn, and 4 fade. And so on a backhand, flat to hyzer shot on this next hole, that's about 385. It'll give us a good distance test with the wind kind of pushing it to try to make it not hyzer. We'll see if these, the most overstable glidey distance driver that I would consider backing, do they actually still fade, and do they still move from right to left with a crosswind? Now, to be completely fair, it's not super windy out here, and I'm super glad because the sun is still kind of behind some low-lying clouds, and it is 28 degrees right now. Definitely not the coldest I will be playing this winter, just the coldest I've played in since last winter. This is hold number 4, 385 it says on the T sign. You could try to flex between the trees, fade back at the basket. You could try to swing left and swing around the backside of this big tree, or just try to go wide right and see if you can come in past some of those smaller trees. We threw Skystone first on the last one. We're gonna go Conqueror first on this throw, and here I'm going to try to punch him high and flat, well, flat-ish. If they are a little flexed, if they're a little bit hyzer, that's kind of okay. Just trying to see if we release them on a similar angle, high and flat, which one dumps sooner, which one dumps harder. Flat distance, and that is the crosswind is also out there pushing this way. So any of that fade that we're gonna get will be negated a little bit. Oh, that actually came out on a hyzer. Tree, yep. But here's where I think that based off of companies, Discmania, because they started from Innova, they are of the Trilogy and House of Discs line. They tend to have more overstability, more reliability out of their discs. That being said, it is cold enough to make my voice start cracking. That being said, the reliability and overstability that you're going to find out of Innova plastic, I don't know why. Something about Innova, specifically plastic, their Star plastic, their Champion plastic, all of it is just more overstable. It's stronger, it's more resilient. Even when it's thinner, it's still stiffer. I don't know how, I don't know what they're doing, but something about specifically Innova plastic just tends to be more overstable. So the slightly seasoned Skystone, all of that to say, the Skystone faded at the same angle as the Conqueror, but the Conqueror did it from flat. The Skystone started on hyzer. I mean, the funny thing is, this almost feels indented. Like this on the PD2, on the Skystone, is just a flat spot. On the Conqueror, it almost feels like is this the first driver with a thumb track? Conspiracy-wise, that wasn't what this plastic conspiracy video was for, but is it? Maybe, potentially. I don't think that's what it is. I think that they're both good, and the recreation was a good recreation, but I think when you go to, here, as I continue to stare at it, this feels like a continuation up into the dome, and this feels like it has a very, very aggressive flat spot. So their recreation of that flat spot was a pretty good recreation. I'd be interested to see, because their Q-line DD3 had a similar nose hump and flat spot. I'd be interested to see if they try the Q-line with the PD2, if it would make it more like this. I would be interested to see. We're gonna go forehand here. The soft dome on these doesn't make it feel super comfortable for me, but we will go for it. Just punch out there, little fluttery flex maybe. Look at that dump. Okay, call branch, never mind. Because we are now trying to fight back into the wind. Oh. Okay. With the winter coming on and the wind starting to pick up, and just being at a lower elevation, I'm loving the engine that I'm throwing a lot. But I also might need something even more overstable, so PD2s might be coming back, or potentially this Conqueror. It's thrown very smooth every time I've released it, except for the first one where my hand was just frozen. That forehand was nice. And it does the thing that I've loved from Innova since I started playing disc golf, where you can kind of just throw it bad and hard, and it's going to fight out anyways. And you can't necessarily do that for too many other companies or discs. This is an exception, but that is an exception, if you know what I'm talking about. All right, I think we'll throw one more hole. Just being out here without the sun is very cold. And while this was not even a disc that I had tried before, this is the first time I've thrown this specific mold, even though it's been a mold for years and years. I am pleasantly surprised by how overstable and how smooth and glidey it is. Because I will say it once and I will continue to say it, the nose hump does something for the flight of the disc. I don't know why Discraft doesn't use it. I don't know why other companies don't utilize it, but it's something so specific to Innova, and now Discmania is starting to kind of hop onto that bandwagon. The parting line is here, but because of this high flat spot where the wing comes out much higher, it mimics a parting line much higher, even though it has the actual parting line here. So it's a more torque resistant, more wind resistant, more overstable, more reliable disc on a straighter, glidier mold. It's the best of both worlds. Innova nailed it from the start, from the get-go. I don't know why other companies haven't taken the hint, but they haven't taken the hint. This is about 400 feet. There's a bit of a wind. We are going to go backhand flex here. See if I can't control the nose angle on this Conqueror to get it most of the distance. And I think the Skystone is amazing and overstable, and for most people it is the PD2 they've been looking for. This might be the PD2 I've been looking for. This rim is just a little bit bigger. Okay, well, I definitely grip locked it. And I do know the Skystone a little bit better. I have thrown it and reliably used it for months at a time. I need some time with that Conqueror. So this isn't a battle video. This isn't a switch it out into my bag video. This is saying there are some molds from other companies that do the thing, and everyone else just tends to fall short. And when you need distance and overstability, there's a reason everybody throws destroyers and not DD3s. Now, with the new Q-Line series, all this could change. But with the hundreds of thousands of destroyers that have been made over the years, with the Innova discs that are still being produced on the same wing structure, Innova will continue to be that stable distance machine for so many companies, or for so many people, for so many disc golf players. Thank you, Discraft, for doing what you're doing and trying to reinvent your game. Other companies need to try. Y'all need to try harder. And some companies are just copy and paste. Hopefully you guys enjoy content like this. If so, please make sure to like the video. If you want to see new stuff, make sure to comment all of that down below. Please make sure to subscribe. That helps you guys out with these subscriber only giveaways. And if you want to be automatically entered into monthly giveaways, check out the memberships as well. Until next time, see you out on the course.